This is a backing sheet with one prong soldered onto it.
Has anyone seen it yet?
We are going to stick these little joints in here. Alright. And pray that they stay. So the little fire brick. So the fire brick's pretty easy to stick things into.
Yeah.
So I just kind of I go opposite.
Oh wow.
Oh, please take a pick away. All right. So, what I just received from our generous benefactor over there were were T-pins. Now these are going to make sure that our prongs stay nice and flush up against the backing sheet, because even though we've secured them in the brick isn't like stable enough to quite like keep everything nice and tight against the backing sheet. These will just push everything forward a little bit.
So now the flux is melted, so he is increasing the heat a bit more.
And there we go.
And now it's done.
All done. It's finished. I'll bring you all back over.
For this piece, I actually need to get rid of this band, and instead of melting it, which could possibly lead to me melting the whole ring shaft, I'm gonna just sand it down. It'll take a little bit of time, but that's gonna be the safest way to remove that. And then once that's done, I'm going to add the new piece. And I'll show you what that looks like soon. You can see it kind of comes down a bit. So you can see here it's actually starting to get more flat because I've done so much sanding. You can also see all the silver that it's been saved as well. So this is definitely looking a bit more flat on both sides.
Yeah.
So now I can use this sander piece and just take care of the rest of that. I needed to sand the tips of this bezel because it was not flat enough. But you know, I'm gonna do a little bit more and then it should get it to be flat. So we're just checking to make sure it's the right shape.
It's nice and flat against the steel block here.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the stone is as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can take this burnisher here,
Mm-hmm.
press it up against the bottom edge where the bezel is making contact with the steel block, and burnish it to the side of the stone. Now you need to make sure you don't care too much about your steel block or your burnisher, because they're both going to get scratched up.